Welcome to the ReDEFINE podcast.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about things that we've been calling strategies in network marketing that aren't really strategies. Now, this particular episode was recorded live on Facebook, on my Facebook profile. So if you'd like to see them live, it gets to be a little fun to do those, right? It's a different experience than listening on the podcast. So if you'd like to see them live, go ahead and follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Ronnie Cruz 11, RONNIE CRUZ 11. I'll leave that link in the show notes of this episode. But I'm recording them live so that this information gets out there more. And it's actually, I love doing lives. Speaking to an engaged audience is very, very fun for me, and I get to respond. At least when I'm not recording the actual take, I get to respond and interact with the audience. So if you want to participate in that, I encourage you again to come follow me on the live. Today's episode on strategies in network marketing. Again, we're not going to talk about specific strategies, but what we've been calling strategies. This is the second part in this series, this network marketing series that I'm doing right now. If you missed the first one, go ahead and watch the previous episode. Or listen to the previous episode if you're listening to the podcast, and then you can come to this one and listen to this one. But it's going to be a 4 or 5 part series on network marketing, sharing with you my updated perspective on the profession and in hopes of inspiring evolution and change and growth and inclusiveness and a broader idea of what it means to be successful in this business so that we can help more people be successful in this business, right? And so again, today's conversation is talking about the things that we've historically called strategies that really aren't. So here's the clip. Enjoy the episode. Part of the revision of that definition and expansion and broadening of that definition requires revisiting the things that's holding us back. And so in today's conversation, I want to talk about strategies or things that we've been calling strategies, which really aren't, right? In the network marketing profession, historically, there are things that I have over the years seen people define as strategies that really are not strategies. And they go on to use these quote unquote strategies even as selling points in their presentations. Again, they're not even they're not strategies, one, and let alone a selling point for a new prospect. It all boils down with selling the money-making aspect of network marketing as the primary thing you're selling. But I'm going to save that particular topic for another episode. The specific strategy, one of the specific strategies that I'm really going to dive into today in this episode is this notion that the roadmap is the strategy. Right? The roadmap is the strategy. And I've seen network marketers, especially those of us who have been in a while, rely and look at roadmaps and call them strategies. They're really not strategies. And so what's a roadmap, right? What's a friggin' roadmap? Well, here's kind of here's a very basic kind of structure for what a roadmap might look like in a language that I think all of you will understand. And there's lots of different versions of this, but you'll know what I'm talking about. I've had people tell me, okay, I have this strategy, right? Like if you bring in people on this X amount package, bring one in on your left, bring one in on your right, and then you'll end up making this commission, right, on this first level. Now, if you help them on the next level, help each of those two bring their two, and then do that every week. Keep building down and helping to build their two and get their two. By the end of 4 weeks, you're going to be galactic superstar, executive, gem, diamond leader. Okay, that's the strategy. If you bring in 2 this week and then help them bring in their 2, you're going to make this amount of money. If you help them bring their 2, you're going to make this much on that, et cetera, et cetera. And then by the end of 4 weeks, that's going to mean you're a galactic executive star lord, right? You've heard, all of you network marketers that have any level of experience have heard a version of this quote unquote strategy. It's not a strategy. That is not a strategy in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form, right? That is not a strategy. It's a roadmap, right? Given the constraints and the parameters of your particular compensation plan with the level of packages and products and GV and CV that you might have with that compensation plan. Okay, yeah, it's a roadmap to create this X income if you do this, this, and this, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, but there's different, like you can manipulate that roadmap in any way, shape, or form that you want, right? You can plug in any number, and it's still not a strategy. It's just a roadmap to that gives you an idea of how to get to a specific destination. It is not a strategy. The strategy is what feeds the roadmap, right? Okay, so if you're calling this get two, and then you'll make this amount of commission on this package, and then you help them do the same. Well, how do I get two? That's the strategy. Well, you can do Facebook Lives. You can post on the internet. You can write down your list of friends and family, and I'll help you call them. You can talk to two people a day. That'll bring freedom your way. You know what I mean? Those are the strategies, right? Right? Those are the strategies, and of course, within the strategies, you have the specific tactics that you employ within that strategy. But the roadmap itself, the thing that we're telling people, that is okay. If you bring in two people on this package, you'll make this much. But look what happens here. If you get them in on a bigger package, you'll make this much. And then you help those two people do the same as you did, and they bring in people on that package as well, and they make that much, and then you make this much. That's not a strategy, guys. That's not a strategy. And then it becomes really sticky when that's one of the selling points in your presentation. Right? In your presentation, there is a real like concrete reason why the general public thinks doesn't believe in the legitimacy of network marketing, right? I know like network marketing has become more common and more known, but we're still the whole nomenclature and the label of one of those things still persists to this day, because people don't understand conceptually what we do as a business, because we're selling things like these quote unquote strategies as the way to make money, right? It just becomes a money making scheme, and it's not a business per se in the minds of the public at large, because what's a business? It's buying and selling goods and services. And then if we're presenting business as a money-making opportunity, and if you recruit X, Y, and Z and enroll people on this package, that's how you make money. That's not legitimate business to 99% of the population. And that's why I say that if we don't broaden our conversation and our narrative and our definitions in network marketing, then we're only going to end up talking to each other. And that's why you see things like cross recruiting. That's why you see things like people poaching other organizations or from other companies, right? Or company hopping, and then pulling their organization for every new deal, for every new launch that you see, right? Right? And that's exactly right. It becomes chasing the money as opposed to actually creating an income and a business built around, again, selling products and services. right? And I'm going to, in the next episode, talk more about the recruiting aspect of it and why we really need to broaden that specific conversation. But this first conversation around strategy is really one of the things that we have to build on, and adjust and make sure that we're clear on what strategy really is. Right? We have to be really, really clear on what strategy really is. It is definitely not, if you bring in two people on this package, you'll make this money. That's not a strategy. Right? That's a roadmap, right? In the next episode, I'm going to be talking about the packages that we talk about in these strategies, these quote unquote strategies, these big packages, and how we're presenting them, how we're making these packages a selling point. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do another episode on that, and if you're watching this on the Facebook, I will do another Facebook Live on that particular topic, and continue to do this as we go along. But if you're listening to this on the podcast, keep tuning in, because it's gonna get really, really this is Ronnie's hot takes on network marketing. This is what it really is, and the core mission of me doing this is Well, yeah, I want to expand the conversation in network marketing to be more inclusive, so that we are not limiting ourselves to only talking to each other and the people that we're able to kind of indoctrinate into these narrow conversations, these narrow definitions. Strategy is how you get to where you want to go. These roadmaps that you're claiming as strategy are not strategy at all. So that's it for this episode. Tune in next time, and we'll catch you there.